Hello everyone, this is third part of functions and strings. Hello everyone, this is our third part of our chapter functions and strings. In this chapter, we will learn different functions. Functions for the printing. We are using different functions for the printing. We are using echo construct. This is not a function, we are using as a construct. Then print function, printf function, printr function, and var_dump function for printing. Let's see one by one in a detail. Echo construct. Echo means what? We have already used this function in our program. Okay, echo to display message. It put string into HTML of a PHP generated page, then it sent to the browser. It is not actually the function. Let's see the one example. Echo hello. So it will print the hello. When you are using echo with this bracket, then it is also correct. It is also correct. It will display the hello. You can display multiple values with the echo. Okay, you can print many values at once with the help of echo. Enclose these different values in a double quote. But suppose you want to display the multiple values and you are using this bracket, it's not allowed. Okay, these brackets are not allowed. You can't use this echo with the help of expression. You can't use as a expression. If echo and then first, it is not allowed because echo is not actually the function, but we are using it for the printing purpose. Next is our print function. It sends one value to the browser. Okay, we are using this for only one value. Okay, it returns true for successfully displayed and it returns false otherwise. Echo has no return value while print has a return value. Okay, this is the difference between the echo and print. It can be used in an expression. We can use it in a if also. Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Sonali. In this part, we will learn functions and string third part. In this part, I will cover the printing functions. Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Sonali. In this part, you will learn different functions for the printing and different functions for cleaning a string. This is our third part of our chapter functions and strings. Let's start with the printing function. In PHP, there are the number of functions for strings, for printing, for removing the extra spaces. Okay, let's start with the printing function. Hello everyone, I am Sonali. In this part, we will learn printing function. This is third part of our chapter functions and strings. Let's see printing functions. PHP provides us a different printing functions like echo, print, printf, printer, var_dump. We are using these all functions for the various purpose. Let's see one by one. Echo. We are using the echo in a program to print the message. Okay, it prints string into HTML of a PHP generated pages. Then it's sent to the browser. We can use the echo directly as echo and in double quotes your message, or you can use as echo then in bracket do the value your. It is also correct. You can display multiple values at once with the help of echo. Just write this value in a double quote and separate by the comma. This is allowed in PHP, but it's not allowed when you are enclosing this in a bracket. You can't use this echo in expression. You can't use it in a if to check the condition because it is not a function. Okay, this is a construct. Second function is print. The print function sends one value, means argument, to the browser. It returns true if the string was successfully displayed and false otherwise. Here is a difference between the echo and print. Echo has no return value while the print returns the value 1. Okay. Echo is marginally faster than the print function. So we are using the echo in our program mostly. Our next function is printf. This printf function is similar to our C programming function because we are using this for the formatted string. It outputs a formatted string. We are using the different format specifier, format modifiers when printing the strings. We know that when we want to print integer number, we are using the %d, percentage for the float number, and we can use the different format specifier to print the formatted string. Okay, first argument to the printf is formatted string. This is your formatted string, and second argument are values to be substituted in. Means we are substituting this value into this at the place of %d. Okay, syntax is printf string format and then arguments. Our next function is printf. We are using this function for printing a array objects and other things in more or less human readable form. Okay, used to display all the values of an array with their respective keys. It is useful for debugging purpose. Okay, let's see the one example. Echo index array. See, here is a array is a index array. $a equals to array, and here value 1, 6, 2. These are the different values. We can use it with the index array or associative array. Okay, it will display your value. Next is a var_dump. The var_dump function is used to display structured information. Structured information means what? It prints the contents of array, object and other things in a more human readable format. Means it returns you size, type and length of the element. It is useful for the debugging purpose. We are using it for the debugging purpose. See here the example var_dump 10. Then it will return the int 10. Why int 10? Because 10 is of integer type. So it will return the int 10. When we are using the string inside this, it will return the string or the type of data, then how many characters, and here the your value of this string. Okay, and then next is var_dump 10 bcs. Okay, integer, this first argument is integer of 10, then this is string of 3 characters. 3 is the length of this string and bcs is the value of this string. Next is a cleaning string. Cleaning string means what? When we are receiving the data from the user, at that time there are some white spaces, extra spaces in data, and there is a problem of capitalization. Okay, there is a problem of character case, means some data in uppercase, some in a lowercase. So it is necessary to remove all these and create the cleaning string. Cleaning string means what? When we are accepting the data from the user, at that time we are often cleaning string. Cleaning string means what? To common problems with the road, to common problems, cleaning string. To common problems with raw data often we get from the user are cleaning string. Cleaning string means what? Cleaning means we need to remove extra spaces and correct the capitalization of word, correct the case of the word. When we are accepting the data from the user, at that time there are extra spaces in the data. Sometimes there is a capital and small letter mixture of data. So it is necessary to remove these white spaces also and correct the case of our data. So we are using the some functions for cleaning a string. Here we are using the three different functions: trim function, trim function and rtrim function. Trim function means what? It returns the string without white spaces from the beginning and from the end. Okay, it will remove the white spaces of front also and from the end also. Okay, and this syntax of this is trim your string and then character list. And second one is ltrim. L for the left. Okay, so it will remove the white spaces only from the start. And similarly, R trim, it removes the white spaces only from the end, means the R trim. The syntax of L trim is this, syntax of R trim is this. Okay, similar syntax for trim, L trim and R trim. Next is our changing case. Changing case means what? Convert the characters into other case. str to lower case or str to upper case. Okay, it is we are using this to convert the string into lower case or convert the string into upper case. Next one is UC first. UC first means what? Only on first character. We are using this for the only for the first character. And UC words means first character of each word. Okay, suppose in a string there are the multiple words. At that time we are using the UC words. So first character of each word will change. Next is our encoding and escaping. What is the encoding and what is the escaping? We can escape the character in a string using the backslash. Okay. And there are the encoding functions also. We are using the different encoding functions in PHP. Encoding and escaping. What is encoding and what is escaping? We can escape character in a string. Encoding and escaping. What is encoding and what is escaping? We can escape character in a string using backslash. Simply we can use the backslash and we can escape the character in a string. And for the encoding, PHP provides us a different functions. PHP provides us the HTML functions also and SQL functions also. PHP has a number of built-in functions to convert to and from this encoding. Let's see some functions in HTML. Okay, suppose we want to convert some HTML entities. At that time we are using the different functions. Special characters in HTML are represented by entities such as and. See, this ampersand sign is represented as AMP and less than sign is represented as address of LT. Okay, similarly greater than sign also. Here we are using the first function HTML entities. This function converts all applicable characters HTML entities. Okay, this function what? The convert all applicable characters to HTML entities. The syntax for this function is string HTML entity. Here HTML entity and here is your string. Write the string here. Okay, and this part is optional. This int, quote style and string character set is optional. We can only provide this one. The string string HTML entities. Here are the three different arguments, but this string is compulsory and these two arguments are optional. Our next function is HTML special character. Okay, HTML special character. This function converts special characters to HTML entities. Special characters like your double quote, single quote, and all characters. Okay, we can convert these characters into the HTML entities. So convert special character. Syntax is string HTML special characters. Here is your string str. This is your original string, and this part is optional. Int quote style and string character size. Okay. When we are using this, when we are using the hyperlink in HTML, like here you can use the function as HTML special character and here you can do the hyperlink ahref equals to test and all. Okay, so we can convert this double quote, this less than sign, equals to sign into the HTML entities using the HTML special char functions. We can encode it. Remove HTML tags. Remove HTML tags means what? The strip tags function removes the HTML tags from the string. Okay, strip tags function removes the HTML tags. Okay. Next part is our SQL. SQL encoding scheme is a pretty simple. Okay, here single quote, double quotes, null bytes, and backslashes need to be preceded by a backslash. Sometimes it is necessary to add the slashes in our string. Sometimes when we are using the query inside our string, at that time sometimes we need the slashes or the single quote. Okay, at that time you can add the slashes and you can remove the slashes by using the script slashes function in PHP. Cleaning string. Cleaning string means what? जब भी हम डेटा एक्सेप्ट करते हैं यूजर से तो उस डेटा में एक्स्ट्रा स्पेसेस होते हैं, केस भी अच्छी तरह से नहीं होती. ओके, क्लीनिंग स्ट्रिंग मीन्स व्हाट? When we are accepting the data from the user, when we are processing the raw data, at that time we are facing the problem with the extra spaces and the case of this data. So case like uppercase and lowercase. Sometimes there is a mixture of uppercase and lowercase. So it is necessary to remove these spaces from our data to correct this case of this data. Okay, so for this we are using the different function. It is known as cleaning string. Okay, we are removing the white spaces. Okay, we can remove leading or trailing white spaces, means white spaces from the start and from the end of our string. We are using the three different function: trim, ltrim and rtrim. Trim means we can remove the white spaces of front and end also. Okay, and L trim, L indicates the left. We can remove the white spaces from the left of the string. R trim means you can remove the white spaces only from the end, means the R trim. The syntax for all these three is trim. In bracket, the string is compulsory and this character list is optional. Similarly for L trim, string and character list, R trim, string and character list. Changing case. Changing case means what? PHP has several functions for changing the case of the string. Each function takes a string as an argument. These functions are taking string as an argument and returns a copy of that string into particular case. Suppose here you are taking the argument as uppercase string, then it will return you a lowercase string. str to uppercase, str to lower, then you can use the different functions like UC first and UC words also. What is UC first? Okay, UC first returns you only the first character of a string in a uppercase. Okay, this only first character of string in a uppercase. And UC words will returns you every character, UC words returns you first characters of each words in a uppercase. This is the difference between UC first and UC words. UC first means only first character of a string. UC words means first character of each words. Next part is encoding and escaping. What is meant by encoding and what is escaping? Sometimes it is necessary to convert some characters into others. Okay, so need to code it. Okay, and sometimes it is necessary to escape it. So we can escape the character in a string using the backslash. But how to encode the string? How to convert the string? Okay, so at that time we are using the two different functions, encoding functions for the HTML and for the SQL. When we are using the HTML encoding function, there are some functions like HTML entities, HTML special char. Okay, so let's see the function HTML entities. Okay, it converts all applicable characters to HTML. Here, when we are using the HTML, at that time we are using this different bracket and ampersand sign, so we can convert this into the, see, like this, AMP, then less than sign is into address of LT. Okay, so HTML entities convert all applicable characters to HTML entities, and the syntax for this string HTML entities string. Okay, here is the string and this code style and string character set is optional. As per our requirement, we are using this optional parameter. Next is our HTML special char. HTML special char means what? This function convert special characters to HTML entities. Okay, this convert the special characters to the HTML entities. certain characters have a special significance in HTML, okay, and should be represented by HTML entities if they are to preserve their meaning. So we are using this HTML special characters, okay. So here we are enclosing our string inside this. We can convert this string into readable string. Okay, string HTML special char. This is your first argument, and these are the two optional arguments. And last function of HTML is removing HTML tags. Okay, removing HTML tags means what? Sometimes it is necessary to remove the HTML tags from the string. At that time we are using the function strip tags. Okay, strip tags means what? First parameter is input string and the second parameter is optional, which specifies the only the allowable tags will not be removed. So we are using this strip tag function to remove the tags. Next is our second one is SQL. Okay, when we are using the SQL, in this we are using the database queries. Okay, in that we need sometimes single quotes and double quotes. Okay, so sometimes we can keep as it is, sometimes it is necessary to remove this. Okay, so SQL encoding scheme is a pretty simple: single quotes, double quotes, null bytes, and backslashes need to be preceded by a backslash. For this, we can use the function add slashes to add a slashes in a string, and sometimes we want to remove these slashes. Then at that time, use the function strip slashes to remove them. Okay, thank you.